All right. Who doesn't like a Western, right? Okay, it's a little backstory to this scene. 1885, Dakota Territory, Badlands. Amos Frazier has lived a hard life, marked by loss, violence, and drink. Years ago, a man named Charlie Carey used him for information that helped set up a gold robbery. One of the robbers, Andy Gouch, known as Red Cloud, gave Amos a supply of liquor and a map to where some of the gold was hidden for safekeeping. Soon after, Amos was set upon by renegade Cheyenne, shot with an arrow and scalped. Thought dead, he survived and spent 7 quiet years on a farm in Indiana. When a newspaper article revealed Amos's fate, he returned to the Badlands, seeking solace and to find the gold, hoping to repay the family that took him in. Along the way, he spotted a woman, barefoot and bloodied, with a noose around her neck, dragging a severed arm. A school teacher named Emma. Bounty hunters mistook her for a fugitive. She escaped, barely, by use of a hatchet. They've been traveling together since, surviving the land and 2 outlaws intent on taking the map. Now, with no more room to hide, they've come face to face with the men who started it all, Charlie Carey and Andy Red Cloud Gouch.
It's evening somewhere in the Badlands. Amos and Emma on horseback round the bend of a canyon and come upon Charlie and Andy, rifles across their saddles. Charlie offers a wide grin.
Amos Frazier.
Emma glances at Amos. He shoots her a knowing look. Her hand tightens around a hidden hatchet.
You're a hard man to find, Amos Frazier.
Don't seem like it lately.
Who's your companion? Never figured you to be mauled up. All that taking on about your wife took sick and died. Round the bend and get yourself a new one.
More likely stray off a cat wagon.
Amos throws Andy a hard look.
Neither of them things. And I'll thank you to keep yourselves civil. This here's a friend of mine, school teacher, Miss Emma
Smith.
Miss Emma Smith.
How do, Miss Emma Smith? Must say, 2 of yous look might down at the heel.
Seen some hard times.
Yeah, done read all about yours. Quite the write-up.
Thought you was dead, Amos. Gone up the spout.
So did I. Bit surprised myself see you above snakes, Charlie. Heard you was strung up Wyoming.
Some other poor soul had the misfortune of my good looks.
7 years is a long time to be among the willows, ain't it? Half the territory keeping an eye. Surprised you ain't give up and come to your milk.
Oh, you know old Charlie. Ollie's a good one for a wrinkle. 2 steps ahead of trouble.
Charlie turns his gaze on a steely-eyed Emma.
What's your state of affairs, little lady? Appear to have been hung.
I was.
Don't tell me old Amos done that.
Quite the opposite.
Cut you down, did he?
No, he didn't.
Charlie studies her, curious. Emma studies him back.
Something about you seems a mite familiar. We had the pleasure.
If we had, that's not the word I would choose to describe the encounter.
Ha! Sassy little thing, ain't she?
Yeah. Got the togs and bearing of a proper lady, but them eyes say something different. What do you think, Andy?
Wouldn't trust the pair of 'em to lick butter off a knife.
Charlie holds her gaze for a moment, then turns his attention to Amos.
We come upon some friends of ours a ways back, cold as a wagon tire. One with his head split open, other one stabbed through the heart. Wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Hard country these parts. Who knows what befell them?
Now that there's a disappointment. You know Charlie here cut sign with the best of 'em. One time scout for General Custer hisself.
Yeah, heard that. Too bad weren't with him that last time.
Now, is that something to say to your old pard?
Pard. Nothing but your bunco roper. Town mop. Doing say anything for a drink.
You was always good with the jibbity jab. Talked the legs off an iron pot. Especially when you was liquored up, which was all the time.
Them days is behind me.
Speaking of them days, Seems I recollect yous going on about being an old engine fighter down Texas way. Always figured that load of poppycock. But seeing the state of our friends might need to rethink that verdict.
Well, go on then. Always did fancy yourself a big thinker.
Charlie and Amos fix stares on one another after a tense moment.
Charlie, enough dilly-dally. Leave us get to the matter. Believe you have something that belongs to me, Amos.
Need to take that up with him Cheyenne. Who knows? Might even be friends of yours, Red Cloud. Seems how you from down that agency way, namesake and all.
Gonna play that hand, huh? Then what you doing out here, middle of nowheres?
Trying to get away from people, which ain't working out so well.
We had a fair shake, Amos. Kept my end. Time to keep yours.
Fair shake, huh?
Amos lifts the brim of his derby, exposing an ugly scar.
Figures I got the muddy end of that stick. Tell you what, Red Cloud, why don't you stop making me out a liar and head on home? Have yourself a powwow with your old friends. Ask on about my hair. Then might be find what you's looking for.
Andy bristles, grips his rifle, leans forward.
Ain't making you out 'cept nothing but what you is. A damned liar.
Amos stiffens, lays a hand on Finn's hidden pistol. Emma takes notice, reins her horse to the side, casual-like, creating an angle. Charlie shifts his gaze from Amos to Emma and back.
Come on, Andy. Leave us to part. Ain't got what we's looking for.
Charlie, at least have us check his war bag. Maybe go through them panniers?
No, time to move on.
But Charlie,
Do as I say.
They spur their horses. Once out of earshot, Andy leans in.
what we doing, Charlie? Know he's got a map on him.
Didn't like the lay of things. Believe Amos had a gun ready. That teacher holding as well. No sense in one of us run against a pill.
Hell, old Amos ain't nothing. And you ain't afraid of no schoolmarm, is you?
Charlie reins up, shoots Andy a hard look.
Ain't about being afraid. About being smart. That Amos ain't the same man. Seeing the new side. Likely Finn and Colby seen it too.
How we gonna proceed then?
Well, he knows we ain't going nowhere. Let him stew a bit. Decide when to make our move.
Meanwhile, Amos and Emma have watched them ride away. Emma turns to Amos.
You really think they will move on?
Ain't no way in Hades. Figure they gonna keep their distance, bide their time. Wait, see what we do.
What will we do?
Got us in a bad box. Have to think on it some. Might come down to a fight or a foot race.
I would prefer the fight.
I'm sure you would. For a minute, though, I thought you was gonna let fly that hatchet of yours.
Amos fixes his gaze on Emma.
Charlie seemed to believe he knew you from somewheres.
Don't see how that's possible.
If there's something you ain't telling me, Missy, now's the time.
I have never met the man, Amos, truthfully.
Amos nods. He believes her.
All right, then.
They spur their horses. After a few yards, Amos pulls up.
Dang my melt if we's gonna be looking over our shoulders waiting on Charlie make his move. We're gonna have us a full-on fire tonight. Salt the mind. Let the big thinker think he knows where we is.
Where will we be?
Amos offers a sly grin. Emma returns one of her own.
Sounds like an old engine fighter has decided to forego the foot race. I'm in favor.
Figured you would be. Just keep that hatchet handy. We take care of them last two, be sleeping easy. Less'n you think there's somebody else needs worrying about.
I can't imagine whom that might be.
In this instance, however, Emma's imagination has failed them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Solomon Davis, Charlie Miller, Lou Bolster, Steve Kennevan. Thank you, Steve.